Get your dog's tail wagging by taking them out on the trails. There are some things you need to know, though, before you head out to the park. And joining us to talk about it is Jessica Kendro, a volunteer program manager with the Capitol Area Humane Society. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning.
Before we talk about what to do out on the trails, who did you bring with you this morning?
I brought Miss Lilo here. She's a one-year-old lab Great Dane mix. She's a big girl. She'd love to go hiking with somebody.
Big dog for only 1 year old.
Yeah.
And what's her adoption fee?
Her adoption fee, I believe, is $100. Our
Okay.
adoption fees do vary depending on the dog, so that'd be good to check our website for that.
Okay, very sweet girl. Now, before you take Lilo out for a walk on the trails, what do you need to keep in mind beforehand?
Yeah, it's good to check and make sure that the trail that you're looking at is pet friendly. I think 14 out of 17 of our metro parks have pet friendly trails, which is really cool. It's also good to make sure your pet's in shape and ready to do the length of time that you're going to walk. It's also a good idea to make sure you're up to date on vaccinations and healthy, because there's lots of dogs out on those trails.
Okay, so that's what you do beforehand. Once you head out there, what are some good things to bring with you?
Absolutely a leash. It's always good. You know, when in doubt, keep the dog on leash. If they're new to a hiking experience, there's lots of critters out there that they'll want to chase. And, you know, some extra water is a good idea. It gets hot out there, and ponds and lakes aren't always a good thing to be drinking out of. A first aid kit, towels or wraps for muddy paws too, and then be sure to have them up on flea and tick prevention.
Okay, so you're out on the trail, maybe you encounter some other dogs. What do you need to know at that point?
It's always a good idea to keep your dog close to you at that point. Even if your dog's good with other dogs, you never know about the other dogs, so it's a good idea just to give everybody space until they say it's okay to come say hi.
Okay, and you wrap up your walk. What do you need to do afterwards?
I always love to wipe up muddy paws then before they get in the car. And also, we're getting into tick season, so do a once-over and make sure your dog doesn't have any ticks on them. If you do see a tick, you want to remove them with tweezers and clean the area with a little rubbing alcohol and keep an eye on it. If it starts to look irritated, then take them into the vet.
All right, and before we let you go, Lilo, what are the hours we can get Lilo adopted?
Lilo, today we're open from noon to 5. On weekdays we are open from 2 to 7. So.
All right, very good. And Lilo is a sweet dog. I just love her.
Very good.
So hopefully we find her a good home here this weekend.